What's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. Just like clockwork, I expected people to try to do spin control. You know, the little G fans trying to say, "Oh, it's Eubank's fault. He cashed himself out and this, that, and the third." As Ticket would say, "Look, man, I'm getting tired of hearing this bullshit about it's everybody else's fault but Triple G." Now Triple G is talking about he's surprised that Kell Brooks signed the contract. What the fuck you mean you surprised? Look, man, you knew that Kell Brook was gonna sign the contract because you guys negotiated for months. You guys put the screws to Eubanks Jr. You had no intention on fighting that dude, man. Kell Brook was the fight. You wanted all along. And Kell Brook kind of indicated that a fight was in the works because he called for some reason. He out of nowhere called out Triple G. I don't want to hear this shit about you don't believe Eddie Hearn, but you believe he telling the truth now. No, you believe Eddie Hearns because your guy Triple G is getting exposed as a fraud, the fraud that everybody now knows that he is. The only people that's defending his bullshit is the Triple G fans that's gonna make excuse for excuse after after him for not taking this fight with Eubanks. Like I said, every time somebody that seems like a real challenger comes forward and says he wants to fight Triple G, they go the other direction. This is the same shit that Triple G been doing for the last couple of years. Anybody with a pulse that calls him out, they don't want to fight him. So Kell Brook is a legitimate opponent for Triple G, but Lara isn't. You would have got more negotiations with Lara than you would have with, you know what I'm saying? You could have got Lara to fight anywhere you wanted. You probably could have got him for less than $1 million or $1 million on the dot. You would have won. Triple G would have had his way in negotiations with Lara. But see, they didn't want to take that fight. And Lara would have been a more viable fight, at least than Kell Brook. There would have been a slight chance, even though Triple G would have still been the favorite. But there would have been curiosity to see how Triple G would have been able to handle a guy with Lara's fighting style. So you trying to tell me Kell Brook is more of a challenge for Triple G? See, only idiot and fanboys or whatever you want to call it will try to sell this bullshit and the notion of this fight, man. Because like I said, you don't got me fooled. I don't give a fuck what somebody else says. So don't come on my channel talking about what the next dude said about they believe that Eubanks was stalling. I don't believe that bullshit. Like I said, this fight was already made. This is the same shit that Triple G did to Andre Ward. Like I said, it's always fucking excuses for Triple G in certain fights not taking place. It's always everybody else's fault that a fight didn't happen with Triple G, man. Whenever somebody calls him out and they say they want to fight him and then a fight don't take place or even get negotiated with, it's the other guy's fault. All this shit about, well, why don't Lyra send Triple G a contract? Why don't Daniel Jacobs send Triple G a contract? Why don't uh James DeGale say, why don't he send them a contract? Why don't he make an offer to them? Why don't his people call their people? Why everybody got to come to him? And don't give me that shit that he's a star. He ain't no fucking star. Cause if he was a fucking star, he would have sold more than 97,000 pay-per-views. So don't give me that bullshit. You know? So he keeps saying that Canelo's people never made him an offer. Why ain't he making offers to them people? Why ain't he proving that he wants to fight those dudes? Because he doesn't. And he's not. After Kell Brook, he'll find another tomato can to fight two more tomato cans. Like I said, it's always everybody else's fault when when something don't happen with Triple G. Oh, it's Triple G's innocent. If it ain't Triple G, it's Eddie Hearn's fault or it's Abel Sanchez. Hey, he's in cahoots with them dudes. He's just as much to blame. He's a fucking liar. He's a known liar. So get the fuck out of here. Triple G is on tape. He's on camera saying that he would go up to 168 to fight Andre Ward. Then all of a sudden he says, "Oh, Andre Ward is too much." Then I seen when he was fighting, I think one of them damn bums that he fought, he was in Andre Ward was on the broadcasting team for that day. Then he told Andre Ward he want to fight Andre Ward in the fighter meetings. And Andre Ward gave him that look like, "You sure you want some of this?" So, okay, so then when Andre Ward decides to pursue a fight, then they don't want to take it. Stop fucking protecting that dude, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. The dude is a cherry picker. He fights bums and he's gonna continue to fight bums, man. I'm tired of fucking hearing them fucking excuses. Oh, Eubank cashed himself out. All that bullshit, man. It's all like I said, man. It's always everybody else's fault except Triple G. Tom Loeffler has been caught in known lies. Abel Sanchez has been caught in known lies. Triple G has been caught in known lies. Now all of a sudden, I guess somebody reminded him that he said that Kell Brook was too small, so now he trying to play that, oh, I'm surprised that Kell Brook took the fight. Motherfucker, please, man. Like I said, you already knew this fight was going to take place, man. Stop acting like you don't know what goes on behind the scenes, man. Cut this bullshit with, oh, Triple G is different from everybody else, man. These guys have a say-so in who they want to fight. Stop. Like I said, in that everybody is ducking Triple G shit is dead. It's dead. It's been proven that it's dead, man. So cut the shit, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit that it's everybody else's fault when the fight with Triple G don't fall through, man. Like I said, oh, it was Andre Ward's fault that the fight didn't fall through. Oh, it's Eubank's fault. Oh, it's Lara's fault that the fight hasn't happened. Oh, it's James DeGale's fault. Get the fuck out of here, man. Man, please. And like I said, don't come on my channel talking about what somebody else said. Oh, well, he so-and-so said, well, yeah, talking about, well, oh, Chris Eubanks may be all talk. Well, we know Triple G is all talk. We know that's a proven fact. He want to unify the belts, but he fighting a dude that's a 147 pounder that ain't never fought at 160, but he wants to unify the belts. Okay. And then for the people that's sitting up, like I said, you were the same motherfuckers that had a problem talking about the Andre Ward cherry pick brand. When it's a proven fact that 3 other dudes turned him down. Andre Ward looked for legitimate 175 guys to fight. Unlike Triple G, who went and found a 147 pounder who only had one legitimate fight at 147. Okay. Stop thinking that y'all can come on my channel and try to argue with me. I don't be wanting to waste all my time typing this shit because that's useless. So I'm better off saying it than typing the shit. Now, keep in mind, for the people saying, oh, well, Brand is like a 168 guy. Well, Ward fought at 168. And if I'm not mistaken, he started his career. He fought a couple of times at 160. When did Triple G ever fight at 147 or 154? He been a middleweight his whole fucking career. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, getting silent, right? Like I said, you can't justify this bullshit fight. And you can't justify this bullshit cherry picking shit that Triple G is doing. Get the fuck out of here with this everybody else's fault but Triple G. Nah, this Triple G's fault. He just getting exposed for what everybody knew he was. Well, real boxing fans knew he was, which was a motherfucking fraud. I'm out.